Hello everyone, welcome to Rainbow Baby World YouTube channel. Let's get started our today's story. High up in the misty, cloud-kissed mountains, where the wind whispers ancient secrets, lived a very special little dragon named Spark. His home was a cozy, warm cave, tucked away from the world. Now, Spark was a happy little dragon, but he had one big wish. You see, while other dragons had scales of glittering gold or fiery red, Spark's scales were a simple, plain gray, like a cloudy morning. He would look at his reflection in a dewdrop and sigh. More than anything, he dreamed of being painted in all the colors of the rainbow. He imagined himself soaring through the sky, a vibrant streak of red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. One morning, as the sun peeked over the mountain peaks, Spark made a decision. He wiggled his nose, stretched his tiny wings, and declared to the empty cave, "I'm going to find the rainbow. I'll find all the colors myself." With a determined flap 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 of his little wings, he wobbled into the bright, open sky, beginning his grand adventure. His journey began in a beautiful, fragrant meadow, filled with flowers of every kind. As he landed with a soft thump, he saw a tiny, shimmering figure hovering over a magnificent, velvety red rose. It was the Red Rose Fairy, her wings like stained glass, her laughter like tiny bells. "Hello, little dragon," she chimed. "What brings you to my garden?" Spark, a little shy, explained his quest for colors. The fairy smiled warmly. "I have just the thing," she said, and with a gentle touch, she offered him some of the softest, reddest petals from her favorite rose. Thank you, Spark exclaimed with joy. He carefully took a petal and, like a paintbrush, swiped a bright, bold red stripe right across his back. It was the first color, and it felt like magic. He was so proud. Feeling encouraged, Spark flew on, his new red stripe gleaming in the sun. He soon found himself in a deep, wise old forest. Perched on a branch, with big, round eyes, was an owl unlike any he had ever seen. Its feathers were the color of a setting suna, brilliant, warm orange. Who are you?" hooted the orange owl. Spark, feeling braver now, told the owl his story. The owl listened intently, nodding his head. "A noble quest for a young dragon," he said, his voice deep and kind. "I will gladly help." The orange owl plucked one of his softest, most vibrant orange feathers and let it float down to Spark. "Wow," Spark breathed, and he painted a beautiful orange stripe right next to the red one. He was starting to look like a sunset himself. His heart bursting with excitement, Spark continued his journey, following a path of sunshine that led him to a vast field of towering sunflowers. They were all facing the sun, their giant yellow heads bobbing in the gentle breeze. One sunflower seemed to be dancing more than the others, and as Spark got closer, he saw it wasn't a flower at all, but a cheerful bee, buzzing from one blossom to another, covered in golden pollen. "Buzz buzz. Hello there," buzzed the yellow bee. "You look like you're on a colorful mission." Spark giggled and nodded, showing off his red and orange stripes. The bee was delighted. "I've got more yellow than I can carry," she buzzed, and she shook her fuzzy body, showering Spark in a cloud of bright, sunny yellow pollen. Tickled and laughing, Spark rolled around until he had a perfect yellow stripe. Red, orange, and yellow, he was halfway to a rainbow. Next, Spark's adventure took him to the edge of a cool, clear pond, where lily pads floated like green plates on the water. A friendly-looking frog with smooth, green skin was sitting on one of them, croaking a happy tune. "Ribbit, well, hello there, colorful fellow," the green frog croaked, his eyes wide with curiosity. Spark hopped closer, careful not to get his new colors wet, and explained his quest. The frog's smile widened. "What a wonderful idea. The world is full of color," he said. "Allow me to contribute." He hopped to the bank and brought back the freshest, most vibrant green leaf, shaped like a heart. "For you," he offered. Spark used the leaf to paint a lovely green stripe. He thanked the frog, and they splashed a little in the shallow water, to new friends enjoying the day. Lifting off from the pond, Spark soared higher and higher, up into the vast, endless blue sky. He flew alongside a flock of birds, their wings beating in perfect rhythm. One little blue bird, with feathers the exact color of the sky itself, flew right up to him. "You're a very colorful dragon," she sang, her voice a beautiful melody. "I'm trying to be a rainbow," Spark replied, flying in a loop-the-loop. The blue bird loved his story. "I can help with that," she chirped. She taught him a special sky song, and as they sang together, a tiny, perfect piece of the blue sky seemed to drift down and settle onto Spark's scales. forming a brilliant blue stripe. It was like wearing a piece of the daytime sky. Now, Spark only needed one more color to complete his rainbow. As dusk began to fall, painting the sky in shades of pink and orange, he flew through a quiet grove of lavender bushes. Fluttering silently among the flowers was a beautiful butterfly. Its wings were the most magical shade of deep, dusty purple. "Oh, you are magnificent," Spark whispered, not wanting to frighten it. The purple butterfly landed gently on his nose. "And you, little dragon, are a work of art in progress," it said in a voice as soft as a whisper. It told Spark that its wings were covered in a special, shimmering purple dust. With a graceful flutter, the butterfly danced in the air around Spark, leaving a trail of sparkling purple that settled onto his scales, creating the final, perfect stripe. There he was. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Spark looked at his reflection in a quiet stream and gasped. He was a real, living rainbow. He wasn't just colorful on the outside, he felt colorful on the inside, too. He thought about all the new friends he had made, the kind fairy, the wise owl, the happy bee, the cheerful frog, the singing bird, and the gentle butterfly. They hadn't just given him colors, they had given him laughter, songs, and friendship. He realized that the journey and the friends he made were the real treasures. They had all played games of tag, splashed in the cool rivers, and shared wonderful stories under the sun. His new scales didn't just sparkle with color, they sparkled with happy memories. With a heart full of gratitude, Spark turned and flew back towards his mountain home. As he flew, he was a magnificent sight, a rainbow streaking across the evening sky. When he arrived, all the other dragons came out of their caves to see the amazing sight. They had never seen a dragon with such beautiful, vibrant scales. "Where did you get your colors, Spark?" they asked in awe. Spark landed gracefully and puffed out his chest with pride. "My friends made me colorful," he announced. He told them the story of his adventure, of the red rose fairy, the orange owl, the yellow bee, and all the others who had shared their colors and their kindness with him. To celebrate Spark's return and his beautiful new look, the older dragons lit up the night sky with a spectacular fireworks show, full of soft pastel colors that mirrored the ones on Spark's very own scales. The whole mountain celebrated the little dragon who learned that true color comes from the friendships we make along the way. And so, the little dragon Spark, once plain and gray, became the most famous dragon in all the mountains, not just for his rainbow scales, but for his wonderful story of friendship. He never forgot the lesson he learned, that the world is full of beauty and kindness, and the best things in life are even better when they're shared. And he lived happily, colorfully, ever after. Thank you so much for listening to the story of Spark, the rainbow dragon. I have a question for you. What color is your favorite, and what friend does it make you think of? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this magical tale, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more amazing stories. See you next time.